Hey everybody, Zefroli here. I'm here bringing you an Arachne build guide. This is just going to cover the basics on how to build Arachne in Season 4. I've been wanting to take some time to see what High-Res was going to be doing with some items and stuff, mainly Heartseeker. Doesn't seem like they're going to change it, so yeah, I got my build item set. First of all, I'm going to just say, unfortunately, Heartseeker is no longer good on her. It only activates on her ult. And it's just pretty much pointless otherwise. If it did activate on a 1 still, then I would probably bring it up. But wanted to get that out of the way first. So, first things first. When you're starting a game, depending on the game mode, in Conquest, if you're jungling, you're going to get Bumbers and Death's Toll plus 2 blue pots and 2 green pots. This will give you some insane amount of sustain in lane and in the jungle. You know, like, you'll be able to keep going and fighting for a long time unless you get overwhelmed by multiple people, which you should try to take care of. But if you play smart, you'll be able to... I haven't done my first back before I got 3K one time. I was doing so well, just staying out and farming and sustaining. After that, you got 2 options what you're going to do, depending on how you are going to build in the game. If you're not gonna be getting Witchblade, like if you notice that you don't really need, they're not really any healers or attack speed users for some reason, like no hunters or whatnot, or if you really need to build more physical defense or magical defense, you won't be getting Witchblade, you'll be getting Ninja Tabby. 95% of the time, though, you'll be getting Warrior Tabby.
Yes.
I know I was a huge fan of Ninja Tabby, and I still really like it. But with the build I'm going, Arachne does not want to go over 1.7 attack speed by endgame. And if you get Ninja Tabby and Wind and the other items I'm going to build, you'll just have too much, and your 2 will make you go over. So we're just going to level up a bit. So yeah, you want Warrior Tabby most of the time. It'll give you a lot more burst. You don't have to worry about the mana too often because of your sustain with your Death's Toll. You won't attack speed won't be an issue because you'll be getting a second attack speed other than Kinsey's this season. And yeah, that's pretty much what you will be doing. Second item you're gonna build. It depends on what you are fighting against. If most of the time, if you're going against physical jungler, physical solo laner, and physical, ADC, you're going to be getting Void Shield. It's going to give you plenty of decent amount of protection. It's going to remove the penetration and gives you some power. Lets you take a few more hits, lets you hit a little harder, and lets you rip into like anyone faster, and that's always a good thing. If you're facing 3 magicals, like an Ao Kuang jungle, like I was just doing a game that it did have a jungle, it did have a, what's her name? Amaterasu jungle, but it had a Kuzumbo solo and a Morgan mid and a Ymir. And I felt I needed magical protection a bit more because that Morgan was being a pain and she was turning into Poseidon, and I did not want to take all the damage from that. In that case, you are going to go for Encele. You lose a little power, you lose penetration, you gain a lot of magical protections, and you gain CDR, and you gain a really good passive, which is pretty much, since you're going to be in the face of them, it helps you even gank a lot of these mid guys some more too. It lets you gank a lot of these mid guys, all the jungler. You could just walk up and start wailing on them. They're like, oh god, I'm going to turn on the guy. They're now silenced for a second on their whatever the ability they did, and they're kind of screwed for 1 second, which that 1 second can save your butt. And with 30-second cooldown on it, it's going to be coming up every team fight. Great item. only get it over Void Shield if you're going more against a more magical heavy team, like an Alquang or Freya, things like that. After that, I'm just going to go backwards. I'm going to go back to this. After that, you're going to be getting Witchblade. No matter what item you get, you're going to be getting Witchblade. Witchblade is just too perfect on Arachne. And about a lot of other gods, but I think it works really well with her in terms of helping her box and chase and all that. First of all, it gives you movement, which is always good, getting more movement on Arachne. Arachne is like the god in the game that you need movement on, even more than Mercury. It lets you chase, it lets you escape, it lets you rotate all faster without having the need of a movement skill to do what you need to do. So yeah, get Witchblade for the movement. You get a bunch of health. You get like you get 200 health, which is nice. Lets you able to tank attacks a little more. It gives you 15% attack speed. Very good on Arachne. Lets her hit a little harder. Lets her get her 2 and 1 off faster. Always good at getting some attack speed on her. And the passives, 2 passives are both good on her. The first one, slowing down basic attack, slowing down their attack speed. Always good. Especially if this lets you gank hunters easier. It lets you gank AA assassins easier. It lets you gank AA solo laners easier. It's just a really good item to have to let you help you gank a little more and fight a little back a little better. And the second passive, when you hit them, you lower their healing by 15% per hit for 3 stacks. It only lasts 5 seconds, but that's 45% attacks healing reduction. Even if your team does not have much healing, it is definitely really good. Lowering the lifesteal of the ADC, lowering the self-heal of the support, or the solo laner. It's always just really good to get that. Even if they don't really tend to build into healing, or even if they don't have... If they find that not building, if they won't build lifesteal or anything, that's really the only reason you won't want to get Witchblade, and then in that case you go for Ninja Tabby and something else. But other than that, it's just really good to help her box a little better, helps her trade real better, because you're going to be healing yourself more than they're going to be healing them. Always all good. After that, Stone Cutting Sword, more movement. 505 is the magic number I built last season. I'm actually going to be going more this season. But it's definitely a good item for her. Faster, lots of power, physical shred with attacks, and also you gain more defenses as you're attacking. Just perfect item for Arachne or any AA assassin like Arachne, Kali, and Bakasura. After that, you're going to get Kin Size. Just goes too well with her. You see you get the 1.7 attack speed. This is as much as you want to go. Because if you do that, you hit 2.4, and you just risk overcapping with your 2 otherwise. And if you get that, it lets you basically just go so well with her passive as well. You just start shredding things, especially if you got the Void Shield over Unsealing. You won't shred things as fast as Unsealing, but you'll survive the magical attacks better, and you'll still be able to hit harder, and your abilities will be up faster. So that's always good. Last item. I know a lot of people don't like this item too much. I just like it a lot on her. Masamune. First of all, more movement. 531 movement speed without any, the speed buff or anything. You're going to be going nice and fast. Definitely by late game, people are going to start to try to counter you with wing blades and stuff. So you want to be able to keep up with them and keep speeding after them. Lots of power. Power is also very, very good on her. Being able to hit harder with your poison and heal yourself more with your poison. Definitely a good thing. Right now, your poison's healing yourself for 50 per tick for 6 ticks. So you're healing yourself for 300 every 11 seconds about. So that's not bad. And you're doing a monster buttload of damage as well. Actually, no, you're getting 50 plus 71. You're healing yourself more for that. My bad. 50 plus 70, that's 120. That's 120 times 6 is That's like 600, 700 healing you're going to be doing. Let's just make sure of that. I should heal myself for 700 something from this. So, we'll watch and see. So once I get myself to 1500, I should heal myself fully. I forgot she was going to be hitting me during that, so let's try that again. So I should heal myself almost all the way up. A decent amount. Actually, I did the math totally wrong. That's plus 71. Oh, that's plus 21. I was reading that as plus 71. My bad. So you're healing yourself for 71 per hit, per tick for 6 seconds, and that's still about 500. I think 500 damage, 500 healing, not bad. More movement, a little bit more health, so you're healing. You're about 200. What is it? 100 more health. So you're getting 100 more health, which is good. So you're getting a total of 300 extra health with your with this build, so you're able to box a little better against the thing, take some hits more, and plus the passive. Passive, I think, should be buffed a little bit, but it's definitely good, especially if you need to, especially late game when you're going to be like near 5 people in the enemy team and needing to walk up to people, the hunters, things like that, taking as much protections as possible. So you can get an extra 25 protections. So you can get, let's see, 25. That's 130, 138. Plus then you're going to be getting 10 more from that. So you're getting 158. Not 10 more, 3 more. So 168 with that in the physical side. And then you're just on the special side, you won't be that tanky, unfortunately, unless you add in Seeley, which will make you more tanky magically. It just works out well. Other things I would do, other options she has, is again, Ninja Tabi is an option if you don't want to go. If you don't want to go Witchblade, or you really feel like you can't go Witchblade in a game, you get Ninja Tabi. And then you will most likely go Ancile or something else with more penetration. Jojen's Wrath works. I would say go Ancile. Because usually, most of the time, if you're going that, you're going to need just be a little bit more. You're going to need to be defensive on both ends. And that's what I would go this way. This way you can take hits on both ends. You have a bit more cooldown. You hit decently hard. This is where I would go if you really feel like you don't need any attack speed or healing reduction on that team. And it works pretty well still too. You hit actually a little harder with it. You just won't have as much health. And you won't have the utility of the anti-healing of the Witchblade. You have other options that you might need to do if you feel like it. If you feel like you seriously just can't. Masamune is just not an option. You definitely want to, if you're going the Witchblade route, replace Masamune with Mantle Discord if you need more defense. Wingblade if you need more crowd control and you have too many slows on the team. That could actually replace Ancile as an option. If you were going like that build, like that second option, that could be. You can replace that. Magi's Blessing is also an option if you need just a lot of physical. If you just need to deal with a lot of CC. But most of the time, you're either going to be going on the Warrior Tabi, Void Shield, Autos, Ancile, Witchblade, Stone Cutting, Kins, and Masamune. That's like the most of the time you're going to be going. Otherwise, the build that you will be going would be Ninja Tabi, Void Shield, Ancile, and then get the other afterwards. Then Stone Cutting, Kins, and Masamune. As for relics, beads and Aegis is pretty much the only things you're really going to be getting on her. You're not going to be getting Hand of the Gods anymore. You might get Blink if you want, if you really need to just jump in. Sundering is an option. Cursed Ankh, also an option against very high healing teams, though your Witchblade should be enough. Honestly, your best options are going to be Purification Beads or Aegis Amulet, with Blink as a second option. And Sunder as the other option as well. And that's pretty much it for building Arachne in season 4. She's pretty decent. Definitely overlooked. Definitely overlooked, and could definitely be really strong still if you build her right and play her safe and smartly. Hope you guys enjoyed this look at Arachne, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, delete all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Take care.